Hello everyone and welcome to Ostranauts. In case you're not familiar with the game, this is basically a life simulator where we are playing a shipbreaker. Well, we will start on a space station around Ganymede and we will have to basically go out in our ship into a scrapyard. We have to find ships that we want to break down, we have to find valuable stuff on them, bring them back to the station, sell them and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. In fact, the closest comparison I can make is going to be Stationeers. In terms of complexity, I think that game is the closest I can come to. So yeah, tell you what, I think the best way of showcasing the game would be just to jump into it, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, welcome to character creation. I will just randomize our looks for a little bit. If you really want to, you can have a lot of options for making your character look the way you want. I think I will go with... yeah, sure, this guy will do. As for the name... sure, Alexander Galagos. That sounds good to me. So, we have our character in terms of looks, but that is nowhere near the end of the character creation. We have to forge our path in the world. Right now, we are age 18, we have about $100 in our account, we have a father and we have a mother, and that's it. We are obviously, as I said, a shipbreaker, we are skilled in spaceship engineering and zero-G ops, and we have a couple of traits that we might want to work off. I think I will start with that first. So, here we have a couple of options. Don't worry, this is just a character creation. Later on we will be in a proper top-down view of the world, but for now we have to deal with this because, as I've said, we have to forge our path in the world before we get started. So, I will work off our traits. Basically here, we have a couple of different kinds of traits and skills. The ones with the white pips will increase our age, and the ones with, yeah, here we go, the black pips will lower our age. Basically, white pips are beneficial and black pips are a hindrance. So, we have to balance it, basically. I think I would like... well, I don't think I will go for any of these skills. I will keep the ones we already have, but if we play in this character creation a little bit, I think we can pick up some of these skills all by ourselves. So that should be fine. I am very much tempted to pick up hacking right now, but it should be relatively easy to get this skill if we are careful with how we go about our business. Yeah, as I said, I'm very tempted to pick it up right now to be extra sure, but I think we can make it work. If we absolutely have to, we can just come back to this screen and spend 2 years developing the skills. So yeah, I think this is going to be fine. Right, so don't do any of these, not yet. Maybe later we can adjust them. As for our traits, so as I said, white ones are beneficial and black ones are a hindrance. Right now we are age 18. Let's just take a look. I do not want to be unfit. This is a black skill, which means, or a black trait, which means if we want to get rid of it, we have to age up by 3 years. 1 pip is 1 year, so get rid of it, and it will cost us 3 years to basically work it off. But we can offset it by something else. For example, I think I will be okay with being shy. So, developing shy will lower our age. So, basically we are replacing unfit with shy. That's fine by me. Next up. I don't mind immunosuppressed. I am not sure if we even have a single disease in the game yet, so I don't think this will make a big difference. But insomniac, you have trouble falling and staying asleep, this might bite us a little bit if we want to, you know, get well rested, so I think I will take it off, so that will cost us 2 years. That's fine by me. We can offset it later on. Let's just take a look. Micro G hypovolemic, This will lower our blood circulation, so I suspect it will make it harder for our body to distribute oxygen in our body. But you know what? It does make sense because we are in space in very low G environments, so I think this will be a hindrance, but it makes sense. I suppose we could be a bit selfish, that's going to be fine by me. I am not sure if sharp hearing is all that beneficial. But you know what? I will keep it just in case. So right now we are plus 1 year, so if I finalize now, we would be age 18 at the end of it. I don't want to be feeble. I don't want to be physically weaker than most, so take it off, please. Fragile, yeah, if you get into a scrap, I want to be, well, not very fragile. Visually impaired, I think that's fine by me. Anything else? If I do it now, we would be age 22. I suppose we can be a bit impatient. Sure. So that's 21. I will be okay with starting at age 21. And plus we can come back to this later if we have to. So apply for now. So, the other options that we have. Live life and gain experience. This will cost us 1 year and we will encounter an event that we can make choices in. This way we can gain experiences and gather some money, maybe even get a free ship, but that is going to be extremely unlikely. We could also save some money. I don't really know how much exactly. Maybe it's random. I never really done this one. We can review our resume. Well, basically whatever we have right now is listed here, that's fine. And we can also seek a ship and end career. This is how we will get our first ship unless we get a free one from this option. If we use this one, we will basically buy our ship or, well, mortgage it and get some money that way. So it's going to be saddling us with a lot of debt, which is not ideal. So let's just go with this one for a couple of years, maybe, I don't know, until 26, and let's see if we get lucky. So let's go for age 22. Occupational hazard. Midway through scrapping yet another hulk, the cockpit of your allotted salvage pod lights up with red telltales. Suddenly you are under thrust as one of the engines sends you spiraling away from the hulk's orbit into the black. It's unresponsive and nobody has the fuel to come save you. You are expendable. If you want to live, it's up to you. Okay, thankfully, I think if we hack the engine, we could pick up hacking that way. Or we could take the stick. I suppose that will give us piloting skills. Jury-rig the engine should give us maybe mechanical engineering or something. Or troubleshoot the engine. Maybe this will give us electrical engineering. I think I will go for hack the engine because, yeah, as I said, hacking is going to be very useful, so I want to be extra sure that we have that one locked down. So hack the engine. And let's take a look. They're very good. Now we are skilled in hacking and we are a genius. Great. And we have a new contact, Alexandra Dillon, a criminal from Newcastle, Venus. Well, we are not going to start there, so I don't think we will encounter her anytime soon. Anyways, let's go for the next year. Labor barge locker. Hulks of blackened metal loom all around as you ride the labor barge out to the boneyard. The boneyard is basically the scrap yard orbiting the station. The barge is so overloaded today, we've got some of you clinging to the cargo web full of lock crates. Well, crates with emergency supplies, they will no doubt deduct from your pay if you dare have an accident. But the armed guard's back is turned. So we have hacking lockdown. We could cut a hole in the crate. I suspect this will give us maybe, I don't know, mechanical engineering or something. We could mislabel it and send it somewhere else, or report the poor security, which I suspect will give us some other contacts. I think I will cut a hole in the crate. Let's take a look. Okay, well, skills and attributes severe burns, and we got 700 credits as well. That's great. Do we actually get a new score, or did we get some new trait? Let me see. Okay, I don't see an actual trait or skill, so I suspect it's going to be just a score on our body. So it's not very consequential. That's fine by me. Let's go for one more year. A shady deal. You are approached by a coworker who has developed a less than legal method for making cash on the side. Apparently, they have been tagging high-value salvage as junk in the system for the last 6 weeks. After the false tag, they leave the part on board the derelict and sell the location to the highest bidder. This scheme always involves the complicity of the breaker doing the final sweep, and today that happens to be you. The piece in question is a busted reactor, and you know it will fetch a pretty penny on the black market. It's a big take if you can pull it off, but there are risks. Let me see, we could gather intel for the cops, which I suspect will give us a contact with the police, which might come in handy at some point. I don't know if we can, pull names when we get stopped out in the boneyard by police. We could backstab them, we could instigate violence or report to the higher-ups in the company. I think I will gather intel for the cops. Okay, we are skilled in street etiquette and we are honest, and we have a new friend, Neve Harrison, law enforcement officer from, K-Lag, our station basically. Okay then, let's go for the next year. Daily grind. When all said and done, shipbreaking and scavenging and hustling is a grind. What was once dangerous eventually becomes monotonous, right? Basically we are getting bored. So, how do we want to deal with the boredom? We could do hacking, which we have already done, so that's fine. We could watch old movies. I don't think that will give us anything good. We could develop suit maintenance, which I suspect would come in handy. We could do Fight Club. I suspect this will give us fight experience, which would come in handy because we could get into fights. And I don't know. Go ship spotting. I don't know what this does. Can we get a ship this way? I'm not sure. What about electrician gig? This will give us... Basically, I am torn between electrician and fight club. And I'm leaning towards electrician because fighting is not guaranteed. It's very unlikely, but it can happen. But electrician is pretty much guaranteed because we'll have to break electrical stuff down and this will give us a bit of a boost. But also, we can develop these skills, I wouldn't say fast, but not too slow either. So Fight Club might be the better choice here. Yeah, let's go for Fight Club. Let's see. We are now skilled in unarmed melee, we are brave and we are masochist. And we have a new friend, another law enforcement officer from K-Lag. That's great. Okay, so now we have 2 police officer friends. Okay, and I think maybe one more year should be okay. Rare salvage. She is a real beauty, the Testudo Heavy Lifter 448, and it's with a confusing mix of honor and dismay that you are contracted to take her apart. On day 4 of your break, you are welding through a wall compartment when something catches your eye. You snap off the torch and take a closer look. Your breath catches at the sight. A Miura intake regulator, the apex of the defunct company's technical achievements, today one of the rarest aftermarket parts in the game. Is popular on the other markets too. Maybe... Well, we could notify corporate. Smuggle it through the black market. Bribe your boss and split the profits. Or smash it and feel alive. This might give us a lot of money, but we could also get caught. Didn't we get street etiquette? Maybe... We are honest, so I am not sure. Let's go for it. Smuggle it to the black market. Let's see. Only 200, that's not a lot. We have a new contact, a criminal from K-Lag, and okay, and we have a law enforcement officer enemy. Not good. Well, at least we have 2 friends and 1 enemy in the police. So we thankfully have skills in hacking, so we don't have to go back to pick it up in here. I think I will go for 1 more year, and after that we will start seeking a ship, I think. Yeah, let's go for 1 more year. Crack down. Right, let's take a look. We could hide. We could bluff. I don't think we have any kind of bluffing skills yet. Yeah, obviously we can hack. I think I will bluff. I don't want to risk anything. This might give us some kind of a conversational skill. This might get us out of trouble at some point. So bluff. And there we go. Now we are skilled in forgery and acting. And we got 500 as well. Nice. Okay, so we have 1500 in the bank. We are age 27. And we are pretty skilled already. So let's take a look. We are brave, we are genius, we are honest, impatient, masochist, selfish, shy. We are micro-G hypovolemic, immunosuppressed, we have slow metabolism, and we are visually impaired. But we are skilled in acting, spaceship engineering, street etiquette, forgery, hacking, unarmed melee, and 0G ops. I think that will do for me. Okay, let's start looking for a ship. I don't want to go above 30, if I can help it. So, if I don't like the ship, I will not go for it. But if I do like it, I will go for it. Although I suppose we could go for 1 more year of life experience. Okay, you know what? 1 more year of this one, and then 2 years of seeking a ship. Let's go for it. We could get a ship for free from this one as well, but it's extremely unlikely, so let's see if we get lucky. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the poker game, right. Basically, we are in a poker game right now, and we are the last 2 remaining players, and the other guy is putting up a ship as a bet. He is either extremely bluffing. I don't know. I don't think, although we are skilled in acting, so we could cheat. Obviously, I don't want to grab the key and run because that doesn't sound right. I do believe if we call him on a technicality, then we would only get the money, not the ship. And I don't want to fold. Ooh. And it is looking like a pretty nice ship as well. It doesn't appear to have a lot of space inside, but we can have that one basically, so it's not a deal breaker. So we are okay in acting and forgery. We are not very good at gambling. Let's go for a cheat. Maybe we get super lucky. Who knows? Let's take a look. Never mind. Oh well, it was worth a try. Well, we still got 1500 money, which is amazing, but could have been better. Oh well, and plus we got 1 more enemy in the police, but 2 friends and 2 enemies is not too bad. Okay. Well, I think it's time to start looking for a ship. We have 3000 in the bank, is okay, but could have been worse. Seek a ship and end the career. Ooh. Actually, this could be pretty alright. It will saddle us with almost $1 million in mortgage, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. But this ship will be quite alright. I am tempted, but I think we can do better. The problem with this ship is that it will be very likely super damaged, and it has a lot of stuff in the middle. You'd have to redistribute a lot of stuff to make room. Tell you what, I think I will continue my career and look for another ship. We are still only age 29 after this, so I think we can go for it. Yeah, continue. Let's take a look again. Okay, now this one looks a bit better. It's still super expensive, but it has a much better storage space here in the middle, a small engine room on the side and a cockpit on the other side. Actually, I like this one a bit better. Yeah, I think I will go for this one. Okay, we can take the ship. As I said, it is going to be super expensive. We will be saddled with an almost $1 million debt, but you know what? We have to spend money to make money, right? So let's go for it. Take the ship. And welcome to the game. Okay then. So right now we are in the tutorial. Tell you what. You know what? Yeah. Let me just quickly turn back the... Where is it? And there we go. Okay, I would like to see what we need to do. Next up. So we are in our cabin on the station right now. Next up, we need to hold Alt to highlight the usable items. And then, okay, fine, mute the tutorials. We can take a look at the goals here as well. Next up, take a look at the inventory. This is the inventory. Right now, we only have a t-shirt and our PDA. And in the PDA, we have the damage visualizer and the power visualizer. That will come in handy in a bit. Next up, we need to put on the shoes and the coveralls. So we have them right here on the floor. The coveralls go on our body and the shoes go on our feet, obviously. Thank you. And in the coveralls, we had a box of cigarettes and some water. Okay. Next up, flip the switch so we can turn on the lights in the cabin. There we go. Don't leave yet. Next up. That's fine. Good. Next up, we need to collect our stuff. So we have a couple of storage bins on the walls. This is what we need to look for first, but I think I will look at these first. So we have some bottles of vodka, another t-shirt, a bit of rubbish, and another pack of cigarettes. We are not a smoker, so I think I will drop this pack of cigarettes, that's fine. And we are not thirsty. We can come back here anytime and drink from the sinks, so that's fine. We don't really need to carry water around. This one has some more rubbish and another t-shirt. Testudo-T. Let me just take a look. You can go back here. Lantis or this one. Yeah, let's go for the Testudo t-shirt. Makes zero difference, but you know, I think it looks better. Good. And next up, this one. This one should have our pressure suit, exactly, and our tote bag. A small backpack, basically. Good. Put this one away, please. Thank you. Don't wear it right now. Next up, we need to pick up this toolbox. This one will have our soldering iron, our hacksaw, and our screwdriver. We will replace these eventually. And for now, just carry it in our hand, it's fine. Do we have any food in the fridge? Just some more water. That's fine, we don't need waters, as I said. So we should be good to go, right? Yeah, walk through Kalak station and board your ship docked at the airlock. Let's go for it. Okay, that's a lot of text. I will not read it. If you want to, pause the video and knock yourself out. It's just flavor text, basically. Okay, now we could go down this way or up this way. Both of them will have its benefits. For now, I will go through both of them, basically. I'll go this switch again, and that will power up this door. We can go through and pick up this crowbar. Once we are out in the boneyard, we will get another one, but you know what, might as well pick one up now. And we should be able to... Let me just take a look. Enable the power view. Ah, there we go. Okay, so the door is not powered. I do believe we will get another conduit in a second. So yeah, go this way, install this one as it says, install right here. So this will power up this door quickly. Yeah, this is where electrical engineering would have come in handy. By the way, why did we pause? There we go. This is where electrical engineering would have come in handy. We have been doing this at 1x speed. Once we get more skills and better tools, we will increase the speed. So if we had electrical engineering, we would have been a little bit faster. But that's fine. Lovely. We get a stir welder and a knife. I am not sure. This is technically a weapon, so I don't think if we can use it with our unarmed fighting skills. Well, okay, this is a place for people to come to smoke some cigarettes, that's fine. And a couple of roll beds. Okay, so nothing interesting back there. But we do have another conduit right here. Just go inside. Good, the door is closed. Pick it up real quick. You come with us. I will install that one on the other door. And... excuse me. Fine, just... I don't think it's going to be considered a theft if I pick these up. So we have some pill bottles on the floor. You have... some antibiotics. Sure, you can come with us. And you are... pain relief. Sure. I think we can sell these for some money. Good. So as I said, we do have that other conduit. Let's just quickly install it on this door. There we go. And put it there, I suppose. So inventory, this one install right here. This one should power up the door. Unless we cannot access it. Right. Cancel the task. In that case, can you install it here maybe? There we go. And apparently we did get enough skill that now we can do it 2x speed. So yeah, we can increase our skills and we will get better and better at it. Let's go for it. And done. So the door is now powered up, but it's locked. Well, thankfully, as it happens, we have hacking skills, right? So access the lock and use PDA to hack the pin code. Good, and open. And we are in. Okay, nobody saw us, so that's fine. Go inside and... apparently a dead end. Well, it was worth a try. Okay, so... is this door... okay, it's a powered down door, so we can pry it open with the crowbar. Might as well. It's not a crime, so nobody cares. Okay, so we are done with this part of the station. Let's go to our actual ship. And our ship is right here. Are these passenger seats? Yes, they are. Okay, I will uninstall these and put them away somewhere, because I don't think we can ferry people around. At least I don't think so. But we also have a bin. Let's take a look. We have nothing inside. That's fine. What else is here? So we have a slightly damaged battery right here. Yeah, it's pretty banged up, but thankfully it's operational. A heater, a cooler with some radiators outside. And do we really need to have this switch? I don't think so. I don't see any reason not to have power in the ship at all times. So we could dismantle this and make a bit more room that way. Let me just quickly pick up the fire extinguisher. You will be going in the bin, I suppose, right here. Don't be on the floor. Okay, there we go. Put away the knife there. I will sell these pills once we have the license, because Well, what did I show you? We have 3 different kiosks right here. Supplies, this will sell us very basic items, for example, batteries and battery chargers, basic tools, stuff like that. We also have this we buy scrap. This is where we can sell less than legally obtained stuff, but they will only buy certain things. So we might be able to sell stuff, we might not be able to. And then we have these licenses only. This is where we can make most of our money. To use this one, we will need to have a license, which we don't have right now. I do believe once we go out into the scrapyard, then we can obtain a very limited license. I guess we will see. Anyways, anything else? Nothing really. This is an air pump. Okay, so we do have a nitrogen, oxygen can. So we do have oxygen refilling in the ship. By the way, how much oxygen do you have? 100%. That's nice. I suppose we can install a nitrogen pump into this one, or a nitrogen canister, and hook it up to a... Thank you. Fine. That's the proximity alarm. Someone is docking and the ship is picking them up. That's fine. So as I said, I suppose we can install a nitrogen pump here. Do we only have an oxygen filter or an air, not filter, but the sensor? Let me just take a look. Where do we have the sensor? That's the optical sensor. That's not what I want. Thermostat, O2 alarm, CO2 alarm. Can I tell this one to maintain a certain amount of pressure? So auto... I am not sure. Can we have nitrogen sensors? You, show me. We do have the money, so we could buy it right now. Let's take a look. So... are you not selling the sensors? I don't think so. No, never mind. We do have a smoke alarm, but that's not what I want. I would like to have a nitrogen sensor or something. So if we drop below a certain amount, it will pump nitrogen into the room. Oh well, I guess we'll see at some point. For now, what we need to do is go out into the boneyard. So, let's take a look. Goals. Check room atmosphere, right. So, we need to check the room. Yes, we have about 22% oxygen and 80% nitrogen, and the rest is, I don't know, filler gases like CO2 and stuff like that. Good. And then show more. Thank you. Next up, we need to change the display. That will do. Thank you. And then goals. We can repair the nav station. Sure. So restore. We just need to have the screwdriver and the soldering tool, which we already have. This will use up the power in the soldering tool, but not a lot. It's fine. That will do for now. You can cancel the action. And next up, we can turn off the overlay. Thank you. Next. Finally, we can use the nav station. Okay, so right now we are docked here in OKLG or KLAG. And we need to go... And let me just take a look. Alright, we need to undock. So, hail ship OKLG, which is KLAG, and then request undocking. Later we will have to pay a docking fee, but, well, I suspect for the sake of the tutorial, we have already paid this one off already, so it's not a factor right now. So request undocking. That will do. And then we can unclamp. Okay, so clamps and we are off. Good. Okay, back off a little bit faster. Good. Switch back to the nav controls and take a look. We are leaving this way, so go a bit to the right. Okay, obviously this is our ship, this is the Kilak station, and next up we need to run through the navigational tutorial. Okay, so rotate until we are bearing 0 with the station. We can see it right here. So with the station selected, we had the bearing at 350 40 something, so we need to rotate a bit more that way, and that will do. Close enough, that's good. That will do. Don't worry, that's just a police patrol. In fact, turn it off for now. Okay, don't turn it off, just mute it. That will do. And next up, we have our tutorial derelict. Fine. Select it. And go towards it until we are close enough. Next up, match speed. And now we are basically hovering right next to the derelict. For now, please shut up. Good. For now, turn it off because we need to dock. And if we keep matching speed, we will speed up and it will automatically stop us, and that's not going to be good. So turn off match speed. And here we need to hail the ship. Well, it's going to be a derelict, so nobody's going to answer, but well, etiquette and all that. Request docking, we have no reply. That's fine. And now we can initiate docking. Let's go for it. So, thank you autosave. So, line up the two docking ports. The big white circle is our docking port and the small one is the target docking port. So basically, we need to line things up, and once we are close enough, we can clamp, which will finish up the docking. Technically speaking, we can go 100 meters per second. So we can close the distance that way. And by the way, the controls are still the same. Left, right will go left, right, or we'll cancel rotation. W is going forward, S is going to slow us down, and stuff like that. Anyways, we are getting close. Line things up, slow down a little bit. Don't want to be too fast, although I usually dock at 100 meters per second, but whatever. So that will do. Or I don't know if it's 100 meters per second, but here we go. Green, we clamped, and that's it. Okay, so we are on the ship. Next up, leave the nav station, open the inventory, and put on the pressure suit. For now, just put away the overalls, put it on the floor, that's fine. Yeah, I will keep the pills, we will sell them on the station. Put on the pressure suit. And here's the deal. This suit has no oxygen supply. The only oxygen that we will have is what we have in the suit as we put on the helmet. So, put on the helmet, and we have a little monitoring light right here. If we start running low on oxygen, then the O2 low light will come up, and if we have too much CO2, then the CO2 high light will come up. And, well, that will happen very, very soon, I suspect. Anyways, we have the tools. Put the light in our hand and turn it on. That will do. What's next? Yeah, that's it. Now we can go into the ship. Wait for it to close. We don't want to very quickly rush through the airlock, because if we have all the doors open at the same time, all the air will rush out of the ship, and that's not going to be good. In fact, go into the airlock itself, wait for the door to close, and then we can leave. Okay, so next up, pick up the yellow salvage permit on the ground. This is the salvage permit that I've talked about. this should be good to go for about 2 hours, right? So pick it up. Thank you. And read it real quick. By the way, can you please get pinned? Thank you. So read. So it will expire today, 8:26, and in 2 hours, 16:12, and now it is 14:15. So yeah, 2 hours. Okay then, so technically speaking, we have a license right now, so we can legally salvage stuff. If we don't have a license and we get stopped by the police, then we are in trouble. Anyways, next up, install this one real quick. Didn't mean to pick it up, I want to install it right here. That will power up the door, and that will be quite beneficial. And done. Good. By the way, just noticed we have a rack on the floor, which has nothing. I mean, it is a 2x2, which will give us a 2x3 storage space, so we could put it into the ship as extra storage. In fact, I will check, but I suspect this might be bigger storage than this one. I suppose we can use both of them, but still. Anyways, next up, we can go out. Now with this door open, we could go around and pick up this crowbar, but we don't have to, we already have a crowbar. So, next goal, press L to bring up the visor, and what was that? A power visualization. Right. Oh, right, and the roster permissions. Fine. And now we are already CO2 high. Just take a look at the goals. Right, change the roster for now. Turn this one off. Go back into the ship. Close, and now we can go inside. Take off the helmet and refresh the oxygen in the suit. So what was that? Change the roster permissions. Right. If we don't allow our character to go through doors, then it might, you know, allow them to vent out atmosphere from rooms, which would not be ideal. Right now, this room should have atmosphere, right? Yes, it does. In fact, it is a perfectly breathable room. But, unfortunately, this room has no atmosphere, so if we open this door, all the air from inside will be vented out. So we need to tell the character that yes, you are allowed to do that. So roster, and you are allowed to open airlocks. Good. Okay, so we have this one taken care of. For now, put the stir welder in the suit. But I suppose we can put the crowbar in the suit. That's fine as well. You can go in the side slot. You know what? No. Put the permit in the side slot. And that will do. Okay. So put on the helmet again and we can go outside. Close. Then go into the airlock. Close, and then we can go through. Okay, now that we have the permission, we can do it. Good. And now we can either reclaim some conduits from here and install it here. That will give the doors power again, or we can just use the crowbar and pry these guys open. Well, this is already broken, so we cannot pry it open. We can either uninstall it or just bash it to pieces. Yeah, let's go for that. That one shouldn't take too long. Plus, apparently we have experience with it, so we are doing it at 7 times speed. And done. And that gives us some carbon fiber, some steel, and a bin that we can take a look at. Ooh, an angle grinder. Nice. We don't need a screwdriver, we already have one, and our current one is better condition, so whatever. Next up, this one. This one we can pry open because it is not damaged enough. Basically, pause the game. We have 2 different kinds of durability. The red one and the green one. If it drops below the red threshold, then it will be considered damaged, and we need to pick up some scrap from around the place and put it into, well, repair it. And then once it is repaired, it will have a little bit of green durability, and that will make it functional. So after that, we can basically use different tools like soldering irons and welders and stuff like that to repair it further and increase its value and functionality as well. For now, it is, technically speaking, good enough condition that we can pry it open. So let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. And what do we have here? And another event. Once again, if you want to read it, be my guest. Thank you. So let's take a look. We have a switch, a nav station, a nitrogen can, some hole patches, and a couple of extra stuff. Tell you what, I will... Ooh, 100% full. This might fetch a good price. Uninstall this one. We can do this at 3 times speed. Sure. Thank you. Yeah, doing those extra stuff during the lifetime events really pays off now. What about you? Oh, look at this one. This one is so damaged that it is going to be basically scrap unless we fix it up. And once we do so, it might fetch a decent price. Also, we do have some nav station modules that we can pick up. Let me see. Time zone we already have. Toggle mode. I think we already have this one as well. Another time zoom. And the warnings module. So technically speaking, we don't need any of these, but I suppose we can fix it up and sell it for a decent price. We can also pick up this intake. It's already pretty decent condition. Okay, start with this one. So uninstall it, 3 times speed, shouldn't take too long. But once again, we are, well, not doing great. Quickly go inside. Close the airlock and go. Okay, take off the helmet. By the way, ooh, nice, it also has, wow, it's good condition and has a battery with 100% charge. What is the state of the battery? Inventory, it is 70% condition, not too bad. Anyways, we should be okay now, we can go back outside. Right now, this room, yeah, it lost a lot of air because we had to open this door. Oh well, it was expected. Anyways, keep dismantling this one. Not dismantling, uninstalling this one. Thank you. And it is a big bulky item, so we have to pick it up and drag it into the ship. If we had a what's it called? A dolly, right? If we have the dolly, then it would be a lot easier because we can put very heavy stuff on that dolly and move stuff that way, but unfortunately we don't have one yet. Anyways, that's fine. We can go inside, take off the helmet right now, and we can put this guy right there, I suppose. Good. In fact, close the game. We might as well set up a trade zone. Do we want... Does it tell us to do so? No. That's fine. So, we could set up zones around the ship. There we go, zones. Add a new zone. And I would have to use this space as a trading zone. That should be it, right? Add, let me see, this will be for bartering. Good. And can I edit? And there we go, extend it a little bit. And I suppose we can do the same for the airlock as well. Can I make them? Yeah, there we go. That's a floor, so there we go. Yeah, if you put stuff into the airlock, we can trade from there as well. I don't want to trade from anywhere else. That's fine. Okay, Stop editing, and we might as well uninstall these as well, because as I said, I don't think we will do passenger ferrying, even if it's possible. So yeah, just uninstall this real quick. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about breathing on the ship because we have an oxygen supply. And done. So once we get back to the station, we can sell these guys, and they are pretty decent condition as well, so they should fetch at least a little bit of money. It's only $2 signs, so I don't expect a lot of money from these guys, but we might get at least a little bit. For now, helmet on and continue scrapping this place. We could get this battery as well, but that will cut power to this door and this door, so we will need to pry them open unless we open them beforehand. There we go. And now we should be able to uninstall this one. Also, I did notice that we have a goal right here. Find another route. Yeah, fine. Just pick it up so we can get rid of this one. Thank you. Pick it up. Good. And then put it back. I don't need it. Although, what's the condition? 65, 80, yeah. This one is worse. Good. Right, I did loot this one already, but fine, do it again. Okay, fine, whatever. We can sell the screwdriver as well. Next up, uninstall this guy. Now, this is a very complex and bulky item, so this might take a while, even at 3 times speed. And once again, we have to go back home because we are, well, out of oxygen. Cannot wait to get my hands on a proper pressure suit. Anyways, close that one, we can go inside, and visor down. Yeah, tell you what, you can go on the floor, I will sell it. What else can we sell? Nothing on us right now, that's fine. Okay, helmet on, and we can go out again. Yeah, just keep uninstalling this one. I suspect we can fix it up, right? I think we should be able to. Okay, we are so close. I think we can do it in the next run. By the way, okay, so technically speaking, it is asking us to install a conduit right there. I might do it. I don't know yet. For now, close the airlock and then we can go inside. And we should be fine. Helmet on and finish up our job. And done. Before we take it inside, what do we need to repair it? So we need to have a heatsink, a motherboard, 5 small electrical parts and some steel. You know what, that's fine as well. For now, cancel. Move these guys into the ship. This oxygen tank, I suspect, will give us a pretty good amount of money. Good, you can go in that corner. Fine. Quickly, might as well reset the oxygen. Okay, next up, might as well take this guy. By the way, do we have any gases in this one? No, it's completely empty. So yeah, I don't think we need to take this. That's going to be fine. This thruster. Ooh, this is actually pretty alright as well. Okay, start with this one and then we'll come back for the thruster. So pick it up and drag it into the ship. Technically it's a 3x3, so I suppose we can put it into the airlock. It's going to be fine. Good. A quick air sip. That will do. And we can go back outside. So that thruster looked pretty promising as well. This nitrogen tank, is full as well. First do this one. I don't think this switch will give us a lot of money. It's a single dollar sign, even though it is super high quality. But yeah, I don't think I will bother with that one. Anything else on this ship? I don't think so. I think we have everything pretty much sorted at this point. These doors, I mean, they are $3 signs, so they might fetch a decent amount of money. We could uninstall them and we could even put them into the ship, but I don't think I will. This one is actually pretty decent condition as well. What about you? Not too bad, we can fix them up. I might consider it. But for now, I'll bring this guy home. Good. And you know what? It's a nitrogen tank. I suppose we can install it into the ship. We don't have to sell it. So we could put it right here and use it to fill back the nitrogen in the ship. Okay, tell you what, yeah, do that. Install right here. Also, take off the helmet. And thank you. Good. Maybe at some point we will get a nitrogen system that we can hook it up to. I don't know if that's a possibility. I guess we will see. Anything else? I will uninstall this rack, the battery, and then I think we can go. One more light maybe we could put somewhere in the ship, but I don't think we need to. We have plenty of light on the ship. In fact, I suppose we can uninstall the exterior lights. We don't really need to have them outside, it's fine. But for now, helmet back on and uninstall this guy. And then the battery, and we are off. Done. And just in time for the CO2 alarm. Okay. Slow down. Good. Pick it up. And pull it into the ship. Good. Quick air refresh. That will do. And quickly pick up that bin as well. And I will install this one on the ship so we can use it as extra storage. I suppose you can go on this wall. Right. You can take off the helmet and install this guy right here. Should be okay. Well, as long as we move that light. Okay, uninstall this one. Can I put it above the bin? So if I install you... There, we can do it. Good. And might as well make it symmetrical. Good. So can you please install this one right here? Oh, right. It wasn't a light. It was actually... Apparently we can put it under the other one. Let me see, this bin. It says 0.66 meters. Does the size matter? This one is also 0.66. Does that mean that we can have them on top of each other? Well, I'll tell you what. You move there instead and install it right here. Oh, okay, apparently we can put them on top of each other. So I suspect this one is on the gray one is on the floor and the white one is on the wall, I suspect. Whatever, it works. Okay, so I think we are done here. For now, just put this one and this one down. Everything else, keep carrying it around. And we can go home. Okay. Nav station, and we need to undock. So, hail the ship. We are now docked to the JMF0 and undock, please. And clamps. Good. And we can go home. So, we need to go back to K-Leg. Select the station, rotate until we have the bearing all lined up. And yeah, that will do. And go for it. We might want to keep the relative, whatever it's called, basically the sideways velocity at as close to 0 as possible as well. 0.07 is good for me. Okay, and tell you what, don't go too fast. Go for, yeah, 75 meters per second. We have a long way to go, but that's fine. We can pass the time. So, we might want to patch some of these guys up. Let's start with the more expensive things. For now, let's start with the nav station. Okay, for now, we can safely keep this door open. So, you know, we have a smaller space here, so we will use up the oxygen in here a bit faster. So if we equalize with the bigger space, it will last a lot longer. So for now, this one, all right, we need to buy some stuff for it to repair. Okay, never mind. That's fine. You can close again. Patch this one up. This one is not damaged, but a bit banged up. So we can restore this one. Just need to have the screwdriver and the soldering tool. Okay, that's my cue. Quickly go into the nav station and slow down. Yeah, slow down. That's fine. Hail ship, OKLG, docking. Yes, please. And dock at, I don't know, C. Doesn't matter. Too far away. Fine. Get a bit closer. There we go. Okay, now we are close enough so we can do the docking. Give me a second, please. And we are home. Okay, so the license will still last for an hour, so take care of it now. First, sell whatever we can. But we want to sell them once they are as close to 100% as possible. So if you don't mind, I will spend a bit of time before the license is up. We should be able to make enough money to buy the next one, so that's fine. So let's keep fixing these guys up. Okay, so everything here in the cargo hold is pretty much complete, but I still want to fix this one up. This is where the big money is going to be. Unfortunately, we are running out of time. What is the actual deadline, by the way? Here, read. It is going to be 16:12, so we still have about 21 minutes. Okay, very quickly. So what do we need for this one exactly? Suppose we need a heatsink, a motherboard, and 5 small electrical parts. We could, technically speaking, scavenge some random stuff from around the station, but that might be considered stealing, so I don't think I want to risk that. Can we get some stuff from maybe from the scrap peddler? So heatsink, motherboard, good, there we go. We can buy a heatsink, a motherboard, and it was 5 small electrical parts, these guys. Yeah, give me 5 of these, and thankfully we already have a piece of steel scrap, so that is taken care of. Okay, it will set us back by 200, but you know what, that's fine, it will fetch for a lot more than that. So accept. Thank you. And quickly go back home. Thank you. By the way, technically speaking, we can open up these doors and use the station air instead of the ship air. There we go. And this one as well, please. Good. No, open. There we go. So yeah, right now we are breathing the stationaire instead of wasting our own oxygen. So we should be able to do this one. Quickly pick up everything. So you and you pick up the steel there. And where is the heatsink? Ah, there you are. In the airlock, need this one, and that should be it, right? So to repair this one, we need to have the heatsink, the motherboard, the 5 small electrical parts, and the scrap steel. So we should be able to do this one. Yeah, we are adding the stuff. Very good. And as soon as we have everything, we should be able to get started on the actual repairs. And there we go. Now this will take a while. I don't think we will finish this one up before the deadline. So I am not sure if we even have to bother. Yeah, it's not going to be ready by then. Fine. We will finish this one up in a second. For now, just sell whatever we can. And then we can say goodbye because we are over time, by the way. So licenses only. Sell. And we want to sell from the trading zone the oxygen canister, which will give us almost 3,000. That's amazing. And then we can sell all the seats, 200 each. That's not too bad, actually. Then we can sell the pressure regulator, 800. Not bad. The small battery. Actually, we might want to install this on the ship instead of selling it. Basically, the more power we have, the better. You know what? Sure, I will keep it. As for the thruster, yeah, it's better to sell it right now. And then we can sell the screwdriver. I will keep the hall patch because it might come in handy at some point. For now, we can sell all the modules from the nav station. So these can be sold right now. Yes, technically speaking, we can patch these up as well, but it's not going to be not going to give us a lot of difference, so it's fine. That's it. From these, I suppose, yeah, we are skilled in unarmed combat, so I don't think we want to use a knife. You can be sold. Keep the fire extinguisher just in case we have a fire, obviously. And from the tote bag, that's it. Okay, accept. That will give us 8,069. Very nice. Accept. And that should be enough for a license. Right, I will not buy it just yet. I will buy it once the nav station is good to go. So, let's just get started on the repairs again. Everything should be in, yeah, it's in there already. Good. And while we are doing so, I will say goodbye. So, for now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.